Hey guys, and how about we watch a death battle between the Flash and Quicksilver? So, if we're talking about this battle, I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, when I'm discussing this battle, I think it's just heavily one-sided towards the Flash. I just don't see a way that Quicksilver could beat him. I am more of a fan of the Flash, even though I'm more of a fan of Marvel over DC. I think even I would be smart enough to know that the Flash can't lose to Quicksilver. The Flash. Here's my reasons why I think why Flash should win. Number one, he can throw lightning. Number two, he can throw lightning. He can tap into the Speed Force, and he can time travel. Can Quicksilver do any of those things? I don't think so. But we'll see with the analysis. But let's just start. Okay, let's start.
Time ago, mankind began to walk, and then we ran. And ever since that moment, we've been pushing speed to its very limits. Or in this case, past the point of absurdity. The Flash, DC Comics Scarlet Speedster, and Quicksilver, Marvel's fast-talking Avenger. He's with an apple stick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who will win a death battle. From Wonder Woman to Superman, there is no shortage of DC heroes capable of achieving superhuman feats. But only one is truly synonymous with speed itself. The Flash!
I love that reference.
The Flash, who was only known as Barry Allen. Like many superheroes, Barry's lacking in the whole living parent department. One day, after returning home,
he's a forensic
his
scientist.
mother had been murdered, and his father had been wrongly convicted of the crime. Knowing
That's a Flash TV show.
Barry vowed to clear him of the crime and became a forensic scientist for the Central City Police. What? 2-year-old dad died before Barry could set him free. Racked with grief, this only strengthened Barry's resolve to find his mother's real killer. And on one fateful night when he was doing some sciencey stuff, he got struck by lightning and then fell into some chemicals. Now, normally, this would be incredibly fatal, but since this is comic books, Alan was imbued with the power to move his body at incredible speed and became the Flash.
Again with the Queen reference.
You're probably thinking, okay, cool, he's fast enough to run across water now, but there's a whole slew of other benefits that come with his new power, like accelerated healing, enhanced strength, the ability to absorb kinetic energy from others, a brain that works faster than a supercomputer, and the ability to throw lightning. To do any of this, Flash draws his power from the Speed Force.
Speed Force.
An interdimensional energy source which, when synced with the living beings by electric field, amplifies and distorts their perception and placement in individual time versus time outside their own field. What? In layman's terms, it's kind of like the Force in Star Wars, but instead of Jedi tapping into its power, it's comic book speedsters. I see. Think of it as its own dimension that the Flash can use as a power source, and also enter on his own whim. Plus, it's pretty handy for getting the Flash out of jams when an author writes him into a corner. Sure. Also, while other speedsters like Max Mercury and Wally West use the Speed Force, Barry
he used the Green Lantern there.
And boy, can he do some ridiculous
He beat
stuff.
Superman in a
When
race.
push comes to shove, he can easily break the speed of light, over 670 million miles per hour.
Wow, that's
He
really
once
fast.
rescued everyone from a collapsing apartment building, then used the public library to learn everything he needed to rebuild the whole place. And he did it all before the cops showed up.
That's true.
Apparently, he does this by vibrating his feet in such a way that the ice crystals within the clouds are collected underneath him to provide foothold, which is the front science. Speed Force wins. Anyway, way, his brain is fast enough to perceive events as less.
Oh my goodness.
He once called the Justice League supercomputer slow, which, by the way, processed at 100,000 trillion calculations
What?
per second.
That's really
The
fast.
Speed Force also absorbs damage like a shield, because at this point, what can it do?
Right.
Big bubble? Probably. He was once blown up by enough grenades to send him flying into a tree, breaking it in half. To snap a tree like that requires at least 70,000 pounds of
Oh my
force.
goodness.
Ouch! But he was up and running around in no time thanks to Speed Force healing. Right, like the time he got stabbed through the leg. But minutes later, stood up and ran fast enough to outrace a nuclear blast
That is
and break the
insane.
time barrier. Yes, I said time barrier. Did you ever hear the phrase New 52? Like where DC rebooted its whole universe and everyone's backstories? Yeah, Flash did that.
Oh my.
All of it.
Flashpoint, right.
Batman's dad told him to. You'd think time travel would be an awesome skill to have, but not really in Flash's case. While well-intentioned, his hot-headed time-hopping adventures usually end up making things worse.
Yeah.
Like when he tried to save his mom's life and ended up ruining
He
the
kept
entire
altering the
universe
universe.
instead. Break the sound barrier and there's a sonic boom. You broke the time barrier, Flash. Time boom. Ripples of distortion radiated out to that point of impact, shifting everything just a tiny bit, but enough. Also, it is possible for others to disrupt Flash's connection to the Speed Force, making him lose his abilities. But with fast healing, time travel, extra-dimensional power, he's done a lot for a guy who can run really fast.
Oh, that's cool. Wow. Okay, let's see Quicksilver.
An amazing man once said, to achieve great things, one must sacrifice stability and push one's limit past sanity. And few people embody those words better than Quicksilver. Wait, who said that quote? I did last week when I got my sweet new dune buggy and jumped that lake. No, you just said, hold right here, and drove it straight to the water. Come on, stay on topic. Quicksilver goes fast. Yeah, that's true. And I guess you're
Yeah,
right.
Gecko Maximoff is his real name.
Quicksilver's life has been
Scarlet, the twin brother of Scarlet Witch.
is absolutely insanely complicated.
Magneto.
I guess that's what happens when competing movie studios both inadvertently own.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, Fox and Marvel Studios both
Quicksilver and his twin sister,
have the rights to
Scarlet Witch,
Quicksilver.
were born Pietro and Wanda to a pair of gypsies named Django and Maria Maximoff. But as babies, they were kidnapped by a guy they call the High Evolutionary. He experimented on the two children and then returned them to their parents. Only now they had super cool powers. But Pietro and Wanda were later tricked into believing that they were the mutant children of Magneto, abandoned by their mother and handed off to gypsies by a cow lady midwife. What the hell? You know, it doesn't even matter. They're the kids of gypsies and they have super cool powers. Well, with all the instability in his personal life, it's no wonder Pietro Maximoff has been known to bounce from alliance to alliance. Like when Magneto saved him from an angry
Yeah, he's in both Avengers and X-Men.
where Magneto gave him his sleek costume and his new name, Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
But when Magneto got his ass kicked, Quicksilver joined the Avengers. Because what loyalty
Yeah,
when you
oh, he's
can't
pinned
even
by
keep
Captain
track of who
America,
your dad is?
and he's also
I wish at least knew where my
Avengers,
dad was, though.
a Doctor member, brother of the Evil Mutants member.
One benefit in all this hopping back and forth across the lines of Zan is that Quicksilver's had training and experience from both sides of the spectrum, from the likes of Captain America to Mastermind. But really, when you're fast enough to disappear in the blink of an eye, who wouldn't want you on their team? After all, Quicksilver is all about speed. He can heal fast, think fast, learn fast, and of course, run around really freaking fast.
Yeah.
He can run around an opponent so fast he forms a tornado, sucking away the oxygen and suffocating them. He can easily run on water and maintain speeds of more than 700 miles per hour for extremely long periods of time. And if things are looking serious, he can crank it up even further and become fast enough to outrun a radio wave. Radio waves are a kind of electromagnetic radiation that does travel the same speed as light, meaning Quicksilver can run well over 670 million miles per hour. Much like Quiz seeing himself in the mirror every morning, Quicksilver has survived some pretty terrifying things. Yes. Hey, he has taken a hit from some of Marvel's strongest heroes, including Hercules, the god of strength himself. He doesn't even flinch at the destruction destructive shockwaves made by his own speed. And one time, he ran up a mountain so fast, he accidentally launched himself into an airplane and fell 39,000 feet down into the ocean and survived. Man, that's crazy to think about. Speaking of thinking, his brain can process and retain information so quickly that he'd memorized Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata by ear and could play it himself in just about a minute. A feat which takes an average person years to perfect. Despite having a taste for calming and refined music, he's incredibly impatient and has been known to lash out in anger and annoyance. Why does that sound familiar? You shut your mouth before I shut it for you! I rest my case. Quicksilver also has a tendency to run headfirst into danger without thinking things through. Rest your case? I'll rest your case! Alright, just don't trip on that.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
My balls!
Oh.
Finish the rundown! Well, despite his brashness, Quicksilver is a tragedy-hardened speed freak. Why wouldn't cross-breed his attention? Oh, I got it. You're supposed to stop me. Go ahead, try. Next time, try a little harder.
Okay. Wait, I'll just make my predictions. Left hook.